God really intervened in our lives. We had always intended to take a sabbatical, and then He took that dream and changed it into 8 months volunteering at the daily office for EMI. And while we were there, I could just see Gerhard's heart catch flame in a way that I'd never seen before, and I realized something must be happening. Eventually, Gerhard started saying to me, "This can't just be about 8 months in India. There must be more."
Part of our story really is God's miraculous intervention in our lives. We were at a ministry school that we started attending, and a lady spoke to my wife, and she was praying with her and felt that she had a message for the both of us. And that message was about a call to missions and a call to ministry, and that God would show us where and with whom. And the miracle in that was that if you had spoken to Trudie and I probably a couple of weeks earlier and said that you have a call to missions, our response would have been incredibly negative. When this lady spoke into our lives and spoke of that call, both of our hearts leapt at the thought, completely unlike what we would naturally have responded to it. So that was absolutely wonderful. It was such a wonderful experience of God preparing your heart before you actually are called to do the thing that He wants you to do. Cape Town has this dual world. On the one hand, you have skill and ability. On the other hand, you've got great need. And it's not only South Africa. Some of the countries surrounding South Africa are of the poorest countries in the world. Some of the areas in those countries are also some of the most unreached places in the world. So there's a tremendous need for the gospel as service to the poor, as well as the gospel as hearing the truth about who God is and who Jesus is. The other thing that I find exciting is that EMI has the ability to very strongly start with the South African contingent, as well as the international flavor, as well as the ability to really serve locally in our community. We've discovered that Americans are massively generous and massively missional, and we don't have that same culture in South Africa. So we're having to be more creative about how we fund EMI. We'll specifically look at internships as a model. That's one of the areas that I'm tremendously excited about, is bringing young people into the organization. And there's the opportunity in that to find donor funding aimed at Black economic empowerment and development, as well as government funding for those programs. I've often been asked whether it took a lot of faith and whether it was difficult for us to do what we've done, both in going to India and now starting the office in South Africa. And the honest answer is no, it didn't take a lot of faith. God had spoken to us so clearly and prepared the way so thoroughly that it took obedience and just stepping into a beautiful thing that God had prepared. Partner with us in new ways throughout Southern Africa. Your support of growing globally will make a real difference to our impact in South and Southern Africa.